So we had some questions about how to create a scribe process with the Lone Star equipment. So I'm going to go over how to draw and layer, and then how to bring it into SheetCam and create a scribe process for it. All right, so you're going to open up VCarve, and we're just going to do a small little 10 by 10 area. Make sure we're bottom left for this process. Draw a square in here, and I want it to be 5 by 5, and I want the corner to be in 0, 0, and so I'm going to create. And there's that. And then I'm going to put some text, and I'm just going to put Lone Star, and bring it in here, and we'll just place it somewhere in here. And then we'll close that out and create a new, let's do Scribe. We'll put that in here. So let's do some centering up here. And we'll go here. And there. So everything's centered. Go ahead and put a hole in here so you see the transitions, and we'll make sure that's a 1 inch. And apply. All right. So here's our letters. We're going to scribe here. And scribe this, and then we're going to cut this out here in the middle, and then we're going to do an outside cut on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, just hold shift, and I'm going to right click, and this is a layer, so I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to call this layer Scribe. And you can change the colors if you want to, just where you can see which ones are on the different scribe layers. And now I'm just going to export this out to as a DXF. I'm just going to save it on my desktop so I know where it is. So Scribe Demo. And we push save. So I'm going to exit out of this now. And I'm going to open up SheetCam. And in SheetCam, your SheetCam may have a different version, but it's pretty much all the same. So you're going to go File, Import Drawing, and go to the desktop, and then there's the Scribe Demo, and should be coming in here in a minute. Alright, so inches, bottom left, no different there. And here's the processes. So what we're going to do is we're going to create our Scribe process first. And so we have Scribe in here, which is a T100 tool. So what we're going to do is create a process. And so we're going to choose no offset because we're going to be on the line. We're going to choose our Scribe layer, and we don't have to worry about that, and put no amperages on that. So we're going to be Scribe on this one. So that T100 tool comes in handy. And make sure your reverse cut direction doesn't matter on this one. We have no lead ins and no lead outs because we're just going to be online, and then we'll press OK. And so that just created that process for scribing for that. So now we're going to go back to our create a new jet cutting, and we're going to do an outside offset, and then we're going to do layer 1, which will automatically do an outside offset here, and we'll reverse it and do an inside there. And we're going to go, we'll be cutting 10 gauge in this video, and reverse cut direction, and we're going to arc in and arc out, and we'll do a 1/4 inch lead in, 1/4 inch lead out. And there it goes. I want to move my start points. Let me change some stuff up here. Yeah, so right there. Let me make sure I'm on the right layer. Now I can actually move my start point. We'll start it over here. just like that. And then we'll go to the move button, and then I'm just going to click once on the screen, and that gives me a little bit of gap in between there. So that is the process for that. And now all we have to do is save. All we have to do is save it. Green P, blah, blah, blah. And there we go. Save. And now we will cut it. So now we're going to jog to where we want to start. We're going to 0, X, Y, and Z. It'll move over and it'll do a touch off. And then once it does the touch off, it'll move to the scribe offset. And then the scribe will come down and begin scribing. And I'm going to speed things up so we don't have to sit there and see the whole thing. And now it's going to do the inside cut. And then after that, it'll move to the outside cut. And that is the scribe process from Lone Star Cutting Solutions. So if you have any questions, be sure to contact our technical department.